Hey investors, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank y'all so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. My name is Shalise. I am known as Mommy Trader. I am only here on YouTube and Instagram. So if you see me on TikTok, Facebook, it is a scam reported. I'm trying to get them down. But thank y'all so much for coming back to the channel. I am an investor. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a fiduciary, but I am an investor. My husband and I have a lot of money in the markets. And the idea behind this channel is to document our journey and to motivate other people to start theirs, to not blindly follow me, but the motivation, the consistency that you need, that's what you can find over here. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hype the video and be aware of, the WhatsApp and stuff. So I have been getting a lot of people asking me about what are my thoughts on SpaceX and do we plan on investing in it? And all of that. And I want to just say right off the bat so we could just kind of rip the band-aid off. No. No, my husband and I do not have any plans on and buying SpaceX when it IPOs, okay? And I'm going to share with you today 3 reasons why. But first, I wanted to bring up this article from CNBC. I will leave it down below. I do believe that SpaceX is tremendously overvalued and it has a lot of hype behind it. Doesn't mean that it's not a good company. I think it's a solid company. It just needs more time to kind of grow. But I think when you put hype behind something that's not really ready yet, it can create a lot of bad things, especially when it comes to your portfolios. And you got to remember, when you are investing, this is real money. This is not monopoly. This is not play money. This is real money, money that you all work hard for, that me and my husband work hard for. So it's important to just kind of step back and use wisdom throughout all of this. Okay, guys? So yes, SpaceX, I believe it's going to IPO the 12th, I think. Give me some rope here, but I think it's June 12th. And at a staggering 1.77 trillion, which is insane. I think I saw an article somewhere that Elon would be the first trillionaire, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, right here, it's going to be debuting on the NASDAQ on June 12th. And we all know that NASDAQ is one of the indices where it's a lot of like tech and AI based companies. There's also the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and some other ones. And I believe the S&P 500 is not going to allow SpaceX to be traded on their index because it doesn't meet the rules. I know NASDAQ laxed some of its rules, which I think was kind of weird. But like I said, be careful when you're out here buying things, especially when in IPOs. Let me just get to. I wrote or typed this up in terms of 3 reasons I'm not buying into it. So I wanted to make sure I wrote it down so that I can stay on track with my thoughts and just really clearly fill you guys in, okay? Because I've been getting this question. Three reasons why I'm not buying SpaceX at the IPO. Number one, because we already have enough technology-based investments. Broadcom, Nvidia, and even in the funds we're in, like SCHG, and all of that, SPYM, that's already a lot of tech. Even with my beloved VTI, which I believe SpaceX will be in that, but it'll be a very, very small percentage of that, and I'll explain more about that in my next point. But we already have enough tech. I don't want to add nothing new right now unless we are convinced that the company can grow. So we have enough. And I want to focus on building our wealth through diversification. I feel like we're already kind of teetering a lot into the tech space, like I said, through individual stocks and funds. So I really don't want to add more risk. And sometimes doing nothing is the best investing move. And doing nothing doesn't get a whole lot of love, but sometimes just sitting on the sideline, just watching from a distance is the best thing you can do. And that's one of the reasons why, we're not going to buy SpaceX at the IPOs. Second is that we'll already probably own some of it through our funds. Like I mentioned, we have VTI. I love VTI a lot. Um, it's a total broad market fund. It's not the S&P 500. So it will be added to VTI. The reason I'm not concerned about it is that number one, VTI has like almost 4,000 companies in it. The S&P 500 just has 500. So you're talking about 500 companies versus almost 4,000 companies. So even if it's in VTI, it's going to be like half of a percent, if that. So I'm not really concerned about it. That's why it's important to do your research, because if you watch a lot of content, you'll start to second guess yourself. And a lot of these content will have you going back and forth. Yes, you should buy it. No, you should buy it. Yes, you should sell it. No, you should get more. It'll have you going back and forth, and you'll be confused. So you got to do your own research. So though it will be added to a broad-based fund, it'll be a very small percentage of it. It's not like SpaceX will be 50% of ETI, or even, like I said, 10% or anything like that. It'll be a very, very, very small percentage. But it's also important to look at your portfolios. Do you look at your retirement statements, right? There's a lot of people that think, SpaceX will just wipe out their 401ks. No, it won't. You got to actually, like, I don't want to say pay attention, but you actually really do. A lot of 401ks are in target date funds. Target date funds are created to manage risk. I know our 401k is like 60% US equities, and 20% international, and then the rest is like bonds, right? So it's important to make sure you're doing your research, okay? But you can see right here, we'll already have some ownership in it through some of the funds, and it'll be a very, very, very small percentage. So I don't need to own it individually, like directly with us as a single stock, okay? And remember that if it becomes large enough and it does eventually meet the requirements of the S&P 500, it'll be added there as well. So I don't need to own it anywhere else, right? And I don't want, like I said, to own it directly. I have no desire to own this directly. I'll have a very, very small percentage of exposure through the funds that we own, and that's enough for me. That's more than enough for me. And then lastly, IPOs can be really, really wild. I don't know if you've been there. I've been around when a couple of companies IPO'd, and it was just off the chart crazy, like Snowflake, which was one of Warren Buffett's favorite companies. Oh my goodness, that IPO was crazy. Like, of course, people who owned shares before it IPO'd made off well. But those who got in after it IPO'd because of hype, because you're trying to chase a quick buck, and all of that, was left holding the bag. And so IPOs go up fast because people are excited about it. With the social media and the internet, everybody's talking about SpaceX, SpaceX, SpaceX. So you're kind of, you're salivating to get in. But they often fall hard soon after, and I'm talking about falling really hard. There's a lot of people taking profits. Remember, people own shares before we all get access to them. And so you just want to make sure again, you're using wisdom here. And like I said, I rather just wait, watch, and see how the company performs. I don't want to just jump in head first because of excitement, because like I said, it's real money that we're talking about here. I want to share with you guys something that I got from Fidelity. So Fidelity is allowing people to participate in the IPO. So we already know it's going to be risky, but they're letting you to kind of get set up before it actually IPOs, right? So I wanted to share this with you because I thought this was interesting. So remember, a lot of the big brokers are also starting to get on board with this. So you want to just make sure you manage your risk, okay? And if you want to sign up or participate in the SpaceX IPO through Fidelity, you actually have to fill out a form, because you got to make sure you understand what you're doing. You have to have a Fidelity account, of course. They actually give you the step-by-step information so that you can be notified when you can do the IPO, right? And then you have to have an account. Now, I believe their requirements was much higher, but now it's $2,000. As long as you have $2,000 invested in a brokerage account with them, or I guess any account, you can invest in SpaceX. Usually is much higher. But if you have that and you're willing to, verify your eligibility in terms of, you understand the different rules and regulations in terms of getting into an IP and all of that, you can go ahead and say yes, and get your money signed up. Now, I know that they will allow you the minimum you can request is 1 share, and the maximum you can request is 1 million shares, which is crazy. And I think it's IPOing at $135 a share. Yeah, $135 a share. So keep that in mind. You can choose, and it will kind of get you set up. Like I said, I am not doing this, but if you are interested in it, you can. I wanted to bring you over to stock analysis. I talk about them a lot, but stock analysis also has an IPO calendar. So if you want to see all the companies that have IPO'd in the past couple years, and move my face over, you can see for 2025, 2024. But if you want to see upcoming IPOs, you can see SpaceX is right there on June 12th. Right there. All the information is right there. There's no chart available because it's not publicly traded yet. You can see the profile and the company statistics. All of that type of stuff is all there. Okay, guys? So again, just practice caution. If you plan on getting into this, I'm going to be sitting on the sideline chilling. Let me know if you're going to be sitting next to me on the bleachers, on the benches while we are looking to see what's going on. Because I just don't think I'm ready to get into this yet. And I don't mind an IPO, but with this one, I'm not like jumping in. So let me know your thoughts. Are you for it? Are you against it? Are you going to be sitting with me on the bleachers watching all of this from a viewpoint? Let me know. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe. Tickle that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. And until next time, y'all already know, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.